Hi guys. First of all, I wanted to start this video by addressing a serious issue that was raised by my viewers during my last video, which was caused solely by my actions. It was not my intention to offend anyone, and I think in order to provide full context here, I should play the offending part of the video, along with some of the comments.
The way you poured that beer hurt me.
Pour the beer into a tilted glass for less foam, unless you like having half a glass of foam. The way you poured that beer hurt me, lol. The way you pour beer is so cringe. Girl, this is my first time watching and this is a great video. I subbed, but...
Why did you pour the beer like that?
That hot pour would have made my husband cry.
If you ever pour your beer like that again, I'm calling the police.
Just the way I like it. Cheers. Now, in these uncertain times, we've all been affected in some way, and many of us have been feeling a little bit down, in need of a little bit of a pick-me-up, a bit of motivation to be productive, perhaps. To combat that, you could read a book by an expert, by a person who's actually done a thing, to follow advice on motivation and willpower. But the one place we should probably not go is
Motivational Instagram.
Yet there's many people who don't seem to agree with me. These accounts are very popular and I just don't know why. Why would you want this on your feed? There's some mornings I just do not want to get out of bed and all I want to do is lie there, sweaty, smelly, and scrolling aimlessly, and the last thing I want to see is travel broadens the mind. Where have you been? Why haven't you built 79 toilets in Ethiopia yet and taken 900 pictures of your rippling 8-pack abs in front of some overly saturated in Lightroom blue-ass water yet?
Oh, because you have to work a minimum wage job every day because you weren't given opportunities because of the place you grew up or the colour of your skin or your parents weren't that well off. And because of that you can't save up the money?
No, wrong. It's all about mindset. You've got to rise and grind, I woke at 5 a.m, meditated, did 7 workouts and ran a half marathon, made an aesthetic as fuck smoothie bowl that tasted like Gandhi's ball sack. Then I started up my third business, dropshipping AliExpress AirPod cases in the replies of viral tweets, using just a small investment from my trust fund to get going. So what are you gonna do with your day? I'll tell you what those posts do motivate me to do though.
If you tell me to rise and grind one more fucking time.
So many posts with pictures of lions on them. Are we meant to aspire to be a lion? I don't aspire to be a lion, but I think my cats do. Being big enough to hunt fresh meat 24 hours a day instead of eating stale jelly-covered chunks from a bowl on the floor versus entire gazelles, giraffes, zebras. Brooklyn would be like,
sign me up, bitch.
Right, so we're gonna look at some of these motivational memes and we're gonna see if you turn into a lion, okay? Be somebody nobody thought you could be.
I will fucking win.
Life is tough, but so are you. Still not a lion, still not a lion. It's better to be a lonely lion than a popular sheep. Huh? You a lion yet? Lions don't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. How about that? Are you a lion yet? Take a deep breath and remember who the fuck you are. A lion doesn't turn around when a dog barks. Confidence never goes out of style, okay? You're still not a lion. So they always like to use images of very wealthy people just to drive the message home, even if the person in the picture has never said anything like the quote superimposed over the top. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. Ah yes, I too will not say the job is done either until I've burnt privacy and democracy to the ground and pissed on the glowing embers either. Time to get to work.
Smoking meats, grilled meats, good smoky flavor. Smoke a brisket for like 12 hours. Just smoke lemon.
If my man pays for lunch, I pay for dinner. If he pays for the movie tickets, I will buy snacks. If he buys me a shoe, I'll get him a nice suit. If he's having a rough day, I'll help him out. 50 out of 50. Oh, 50-50. Stop expecting to be treating like a queen while you are not treating him like a king. If he buys me a shoe, I ask him where the other fucking shoe is. So I'm hoping you haven't lost all of your brain cells yet, because there's a whole network of dodgy business motivation mindset courses going on behind these accounts that we need to get to the bottom of. So a large percentage of these accounts are pushing a certain product via a link in the bio, and the posts will every now and again point people to the link in the bio. It'll normally be like the last slide after a post of 6 slides full of motivational slurry, or as a sales pitch alongside a picture of a guy who's already done that particular thing that's in the course that they're trying to sell and is now dressed in a really expensive suit with a hot girl by his side, in the hopes that some poor kid who comes across the profile will be motivated enough to go and click on the link. So to follow the sales funnel a little bit, there's a hugely popular account called Mindset Therapy, 2.6 million followers. So they sometimes promote a course called Mindset Mastery Program, which is $10 a month or $100 for a year. But at the moment they're selling this course about house flipping, which involves using this app to find local motivated sellers of property so you can cold call them and offer them under the asking price, so you can then sell that deal on to investors at a markup of a few $1,000s, and you can apparently make $5,000, $10,000 or $20,000 within 30 days with this special method, because it really is that easy and you don't need to get off your lazy fat ass. You can do it all from your smartphone.
You even need to go see the houses in person. All you need is a cell phone and the internet. And my system does all the hard work and heavy lifting for you. You simply find houses using my app and connect them with people who are looking to buy those deals. Again, the app does it all.
And if you've seen my videos on Samuel Leeds, you'll know where that's very much likely going. Oh, and there's a live webinar going on
Right now.
So they're also repeatedly telling people to follow these other profiles with very similar content, such as Young Trillionaire, Top Dollar Lifestyle, and Billionaire Bull Club, Carlos Reyes, Billionaire.mindset, and Income. So all of these profiles are on a sort of rotation, and they seem to change the link in the bio every week or so. It'll either be this house flipping course or a course called IG Elites, which shows you how to get rich on Instagram. And spoiler alert, if you just watch this video, I'll show you exactly how to get rich on Instagram. So when you come across these accounts on Instagram, the person running it will either be selling their own courses on how to get super rich via their own network of motivation accounts, or they'll be selling other people's get super fucking rich right now with no work courses via affiliate marketing, which means that they'll have an agreement with the person who's selling the course, and then they'll get around a 50% commission on the sale of the course. So 50% of however much money they manage to squeeze out of the poor kid who goes onto the profile, gets motivated, and then clicks the link. And the content that these profiles are posting is what I would call subtle manipulation disguised as motivation. There'll be some good advice, sort of feel-good word salad that sounds really good on a surface level but really doesn't mean anything. But then other posts that would remind me of the things Samuel Leeds would say, or anyone trying to sell a get-rich-quick course, especially to young people, such as, who is more successful? David spent 4 years on a degree, $60,000 in student debt, got a $65,000 a year job, listened to his parents, unhappy and demotivated, thinks Daniel is stupid since he has no degree and no job security, versus Daniel spent 4 years on self-education, absolutely debt-free, failed for the first 3 years, made a conscious decision, happy and free, doesn't care, David thinks. Oh yeah, and they're also always clearly, thoroughly proofread. So they're clearly manipulating people into thinking that they need a mentor to get rich and successful, and that they need to invest in themselves. And then when they've dropped $500 on the course that's linked in the bio, and then they fail for a few years, they'll keep just posting these posts that are like, everyone fails for the first 3 years. It's fine, just keep at it. And then the poor kid just keeps on dropping more and more money on the courses that are linked in the bios until they're truly in debt, but not to a student loan company because that would be awful, but no, rather to a bank with extortionate interest rates, with no real qualification to put on their CV at the end. I'm not saying that university is for everyone, it's not, but this is extremely manipulative, especially to young people, because it might be very beneficial for you to get a degree. It's a very personal decision that you need to be able to make for yourself and your own life goals, but these posts are all like,
You need a mentor! Don't get into student debt. Invest in yourself. And by that, I mean invest in the course that's linked in my bio that I get 50% commission from.
it's the same kind of funnel as all these get-rich-quick seminars that you see, but it's entirely digital instead. It's like all of these posts are the initial business seminar that you go to for free, which is just full of motivational guff, and then clicking in the bio is the going back to the room to sign up for the course because you've been sufficiently motivated. And then when you click on the link, you're sent down an aggressive ClickFunnels sales pitch designed to make you think that this crazy offer is only on for today. And normally people pay 100 times more for the course. And it's so popular that there's only a few spaces left. Oh, look, and there's a live webinar starting right now. Time is ticking, guys. Time is ticking. This could change your life. Take action. Invest in yourself. It's the same as Russell Hartley's sales funnel, but it's not TikTok, it's Instagram, and it's not women, it's money. On this profile, for example, selling a Bitcoin course, they'll drop in little nuggets about Bitcoin being the future. Innovation is the key. Internet is not a good idea. Newspapers. Bitcoin is not a good idea. Central banks. Email is not a good idea. Post office. Television is not a good idea. Radio stations. Streaming is not a good idea. Radio stations. Stramming is not a good idea. Blockbuster. GrindFunnel reckons that they can teach you how to make $126.45 a day just on your smartphone, of course. You don't have to get off your lazy fat ass to do this, remember. They always seem to use super specific numbers in their earning potential promises as well. Does that make it a bit more believable or something? Generate $1,182 over and over in as little as 27 minutes. Okay guys, so subscribe to my channel right now and you will laugh 3,863 times in a space of 59 minutes. Here's some testimonials from people who have subscribed to my channel recently. Yeah, I subscribed to Mooncat like 2 months ago now, and my life completely changed for the better. Her videos are life's sweet nectar.
So when I click the subscribe button, dude, like my life instantly changed for the better. Like all other YouTube channels just paled in comparison to Mooncat, man. Like I instantly unsubscribed from like every other channel, dude.
So guys, subscribe to me, and if you're lucky, I might let you subscribe to my Patreon as well. But spaces are limited. It's an exclusive club. You actually have to join before midnight tonight, before it goes up to its full price of £15,000 per month. So now I'm going to take you down a rabbit hole that I, for one, was not expecting. And honestly, I literally got here by typing in one of my least favorite words in the world, and that's boss babe, into the Instagram search bar. And the first profile that came up was bossbabe.inc. So one of the biggest female-centric motivational accounts on Instagram is Boss Babe, with 2.6 million followers. You would think that a huge, like more legit looking account would not be involved with anything shady, wouldn't you? Unlike most of these accounts, like this one isn't nameless and faceless. The two ladies who run the account are both linked in the bio. There's always pictures of them. They are the faces of this account. These ladies just look so pastel and welcoming. It's like walking into a warm, soft, caring womb of reassuring words just written in cursive. Look at them. They're your friends. So their main thing is the Boss Babe brand, which is mainly the Instagram profile, but they also have a website which has a blog and a podcast, and they sell this program called The Society for $35 a month, and the online launch school, which is of course sold via a ClickFunnels site, and is of course $997. Why is it always that price? Is that like some kind of special hypnotizing number or something?
$997.
Guys, it only costs you $997 to hit that subscribe button, or three $397 monthly installments. So on this course, they say that they will teach you how to launch a new business online from scratch. Now, these courses might be totally legit and helpful and wonderful. I don't know, as I couldn't find that many reviews for them online, but from what I saw from people's reviews, it seems to be geared more towards growing an online following via Instagram more than anything else, and how to sell courses off the back of that, because that's clearly what they're good at, rather than being a course for any type of online business, which is what they sell it as. But although people seem to have that kind of criticism, people were generally positive about it. To me though, actual course material aside, the sales funnel still reeks of that same manipulative selling tactics of all these other motivational Instagram accounts, just dressed up in a trouser suit and high heels and a blowout instead. So I decided to just look into it a little bit further. So bossbabe.inc is run by two women called Danielle Canty and Natalie Elizabeth Ellis, who are both linked in the bio. Natalie appears to be selling this YouTube growth course on her own posts on her profile, and she talks of this mysterious, faceless mentor that's helped her grow her YouTube channel to over 30,000 subscribers. And she's monetizing that audience further by using funnels. And then you have to click the link in her bio to find out more. So firstly, let's check out Rachel's YouTube channel. She certainly does have 30,000 subs, and in the descriptions of the videos that she uploads, there's multiple links, and absolutely every link has the intention of pouring someone into the top of the sales funnel. There's links to hers and the Boss Babe Insta account, links to her other videos about growing an Instagram following, and then there's 3 links directing people to different sales funnels for the Boss Babe courses or subscriptions. So this is the stuff that she's learned from this mysterious YouTube mentor. Okay, so fair enough, but who is this mysterious mentor? So if you click the link in Rachel's bio, and you'll see that both Danielle and Rachel, who run the Boss Babe account, they're both linking to the same Linktree URL in their bios, and the first link that pops up is this: free expert training, how to start, grow and monetize your YouTube channel in 8 weeks. Okay, so I click, and what do you know? A free 90-minute webinar. Click to reserve your spot. Yes, mate, because they're so fucking limited. So now we have the sales pitch, and you have to scroll down for a while past multiple click here to reserve your spot buttons to find out that she's actually teaming up with a woman called Amy Sangster. So this was the mysterious faceless YouTube mentor that Natalie was talking about on her posts before. So this whole course is a sort of collaboration between Boss Babe and Amy Sangster's company, Unemployed. So I guess Natalie is just starting out in her YouTube journey, and fair enough, but surely her YouTube marketing mentor, Amy Sangster, has, I don't know, millions of subscribers, surely? A few 100,000 at least? Because if you're so good at building a YouTube following, and that's the thing that you're an expert at, surely you just do that yourself to be able to convince other people that you're good at the thing that you're selling a course on, right? Well, let's read her bio first, shall we? Amy Sangster got her start on YouTube in 2012 when she created a series of viral videos that amassed over 100 million views and landed her on the homepage of AOL and other major publications. From there, she launched Infinite Prosperity, an online education company that over the course of the next 8 years, her and her team grew to multiple 7 figures in revenue and 80,000 students. Having moved on from the trading world, she's now passionate about helping creators and entrepreneurs share their message using YouTube. Amy has been featured in Money, Entrepreneur, and Forbes. Sounds great, doesn't it? Shall we unpack this. So a simple Google search for Amy Sangster and Forbes brings back no results. I also cannot find any mention of her on the Money website either. There is one article of her on entrepreneur.com, which she may well have paid for. So anyway, where's this super successful, lucrative YouTube channel that she must have? Oh, it's here, and she's hidden her subscriber count. That's funny. Someone who's trying to sell courses on how to grow a YouTube channel has hidden her own subscriber count. Surely showing your large subscriber count would be a good marketing for your course, right? But in the free 90-minute webinar, Amy talks about her YouTube stats, and they are pretty impressive.
I didn't really have any special help. I just knew that I wanted a different life, and I knew desperately that I didn't want to spend 60 years of my life working for someone else. And in a few short years, using the strategies that I'm going to share with you today, I gained 10 million views on YouTube, which was mind-blowing, and 170,000 subscribers.
So on this slide of the free webinar, Amy shows that she's gotten over 108 million views on her YouTube channel. So let's go and look at her total number of views on her YouTube channel, because she can't hide that. 186,000. Okay, so on this next slide, she's showing that she's had 50.2 million monetized playbacks, and that's made her $180,000. But these analytics can't be from this channel with 186,000 total views on it. So where are they from? But hang on, what are these videos on her channel right at the top with 11 million, 1.8 million, 2.2 million, 4.1 million views? Oh, they're from another channel. So Amy is using the stats from another channel to sell her own course on how to build a business on YouTube, and she appears to be trying to sort of hide it. So whose channel is this? Well, it turns out that it's an ex-partner of Amy's who started the channel, Robert Himmler, and she joined in on it later on when she started dating him. And there's a series of videos with millions of views on them that involve Amy buying and driving exotic cars with Robert. Are you ready for the Amy Sangster rabbit hole? Fasten your seatbelts, we're revving up the engines. So, Robert Himmler, Amy's ex-partner, had a YouTube channel on which he posted videos of himself driving around in his numerous Bugattis, Lambos, Audis, Ferraris. And in 2012, a few of his videos went viral when Amy appeared in them. I think due to being an attractive lady on an exotic cars channel, and at the time on YouTube there wasn't much content like that. Now there's quite a lot of content like that on YouTube, and I think car enthusiasts ended up on an algorithm driven YouTube hole which ended up on videos of Amy in these exotic cars quite often. Did she make those viral videos happen on purpose? I don't think so. I think the algorithm did that for her and it was just luck. But they managed to amass a bit of a following on their YouTube channel from these viral videos. And it appeared on the surface that Amy and Robert were living a life of luxury together. Two of the videos that went viral were of Amy purchasing an Audi R8 and a Lamborghini Gallardo at the age of 22. Altogether, that's around $320,000 worth of car. So on the back of these viral videos, Amy and Robert grew a loyal following with this channel. And many of their fans would ask them in the comments how they were able to afford such luxury cars at such a young age, Robert being a year younger than Amy. So Amy and Robert came up with an idea of how to help their audience get into the right mindset in order to become as wealthy as them.
You've seen videos of our supercars all over YouTube, so I'm sure you've seen the comments of everyone asking us, what do you do for a living? Well, some think we have a good job, some think we have rich parents, both are far from it. We haven't told our stories until now.
We're clearing up the assumptions, answering everyone's questions, and in the process, creating an environment to support, motivate, and inspire those that dream.
We're inviting you to read our book and join our community, Far From It.
It's full of people who do what they want, when they want, instead of what society says they should be doing.
A place where owning supercars at our age is the norm, rather than the exception. a place free of stereotypes and limitations. The first step you'll need to take is reading our book. From there you'll learn everything from our mindset to our stories and the exact steps we've taken to get us where we are today. We profit from driving Lamborghinis because that's what we love to do. So trust us when we say we can teach you to profit from literally anything.
After this, you'll be granted access to our online community, where we'll post daily and also be available to chat to. Not only does this provide you with personal mentors, but it also gives you the opportunity to connect and collaborate with other far from it.
We're sick of all the scams and online money-making bullshit, so we're telling it like it is, no holding back.
We want everyone to be involved, which is why we've made it extremely reasonable for you all to join.
The choice is yours. Are you content to live amongst it, or do you want to be far from it?
Amy and Robert wrote a book together called Far From It, which was actually a downloadable PDF and was sold at prices ranging from $45 to $55 a pop. For a PDF, which is 129 pages long, and there are about 2 paragraphs on each page. I found it online for free, thankfully, and it is what you would expect. A lot of motivational guff and very vague language around the specifics of how they made their money. Robert Himmler, Amy Sangster. Ordinary kids, right? They're far from it. They don't work in an office 9 to 5. They don't own a suit. Business cards? They don't have to answer to a boss. They don't care what others think. They drive Lamborghinis. They do what they want, when they want. When they do briefly mention how they made their money, Robert claims to have several successful digital startups, and Amy claims to be a successful Forex trader. Not content with only selling the PDF though, in the description of these videos that went viral, Amy started posting a link to a company that provides courses which trains people how to make money just like she did in Forex. So other people can afford Audi R8s and Lamborghini Legados at age 22 as well. How nice of her. So her company that ran these courses that she linked from the descriptions of the viral videos was called Infinite Prosperity.
But I remember there's one important takeaway that I want to share with you all, and it's probably a reason that you in some form look up to us. Is I worked at a bank, as a lot of you know, and every single person there told me a million reasons about why it couldn't be done. I was an 18-year-old admin lady telling them that I was going to go and change the world in no uncertain terms, and that I was going to trade Forex. You can imagine the things that they said to me. And Lewis and I, we didn't even think twice, just like a lot of you guys are doing. And I think that's a really important takeaway, that you only are limited by the things that you allow to limit you.
So Forex trading, in case you don't know, is trading foreign currencies at different exchange rates for profit. And that's apparently how she was able to afford a Lamborghini Legado at 22, as well as an Audi R8. She uploaded a video to her own channel at the time, which is now private, called $10,000 in 20 minutes, which was supposedly her doing a trade and making that amount in only 20 minutes. But even though she's supposedly capable of doing that, she insists that she actually wants to spend her time selling other people courses on how to do this at $549 a pop. Just because she really wants to help people, guys. Because she's so nice and has so much spare time now. Because she's financially free from Forex trading. Where have we heard this before? So many online sleuths at the time got suspicious of Amy and Robert and how exactly they made enough money to afford these cars. And they questioned whether Robert's claims of being a successful serial digital entrepreneur and Amy being a successful Forex trader really added up. So eagle-eyed members of the forums of the Lamborghini and Forex community actually did some investigations, and it turns out Robert's parents are very well off from owning a car dealership. And allegedly, as he was making these videos, Robert was living at his parents' house or at least a house that was in his parents' name. So it was quite possible that Robert was just borrowing these cars from his parents' car dealership in order to make these videos, or just buying them very cheap and exchanging and swapping them round every time he wanted to make a new video. And sometimes he could also borrow them from friends that he had met through his parents, who owned a lot of exotic cars. But all the while he would be giving the impression that he owned every single one of them. From what I could find, Amy has never publicly provided any proof that she's made her wealth through Forex trading. And many Forex experts on forums were suspicious of Amy's knowledge on the subject after watching her videos on it. They seem scripted and like she's not written the script for the video herself.
Our strategy entered us at the level here, and we've actually been able to catch that movement all the way up. Now, because exchange rates are always quoted in pairs, you'll find that rates containing the same currencies are actually highly correlated. So this is evident in the next currency that we're going to have a look at, the Swiss yen.
And she'd never publicly speak specifically about the techniques of Forex trading. Also, a man who describes himself as Robert's ex-business partner has posted on a few of these forums, saying that he was making nowhere near as much money as he implied, and most of his startups actually failed to make any money, and most of his income actually came from ad revenue from his YouTube channel, and then the sales of their book off the back of that. So once people started to realize that Amy and her boyfriend were what they thought frauds, many others started writing on blog posts and forums about their findings. And I will link them all in the description. They're all very interesting reads if you're into that kind of thing. So seeing all of this online talk about them as a threat to their book sales and for infinite prosperity, Amy and Robert actually set up an online campaign to defend themselves, including allegedly using anonymous aliases on forums to advocate for their own courses and teachings by posing as their own students, and setting up various websites with keywords in the URLs that they thought skeptical people would be searching for on Google, so then they would rank higher for those keywords in the results. And these URLs included amysangsternetworth.com and roberthimmlernetworth.com, which were websites solely for showing counters of their net worth, but presented as if it was put up by some third-party stranger, along with the link to the Far From It book right underneath it. And then there was infiniteprosperityscam.com, which is another apparently opinion piece by an unaffiliated party called Brian Vandermee, singing praises of Robert and Amy with multiple links to purchase their courses throughout the writing. And then there was roberthimmler.org, which was another site set up by a mysterious unaffiliated stranger to blow smoke up Robert's bottom. And then there was infiniteprosperityreviews.com, which was set up solely for completely real customers of their business to post their reviews, all 5 stars of course. Then amysangsterscam.com, which a completely unaffiliated stranger called Karen Walker set up, who is apparently just a genuine superfan who just wanted to help repair Amy's reputation. And then we've got amysangsterforex.com, again set up by a massive super fan of Amy called Adam, who she has helped from rags to riches using her amazing Forex strategies. And then finally, a website called tradingeducationreviews.com was set up. And this is a website that's been dedicated to reviewing just 3 Forex education courses, including Infinite Prosperity. And what do you know? The other 2 are just average, but Infinite Prosperity is 5 stars. So these review sites and forum URLs were apparently set up around the same time. 2 of them on the same day, in fact, even though the sites would suggest that they were all set up by individuals. The review websites also all had private registration too, so you couldn't just go on there and submit a review of a course and expect it to be publicly visible straight away. It would have to be vetted by the website owner before it was posted publicly, so seems totally legit. This is my first time on here, and quite frankly I'm surprised at how immature and close-minded most of you are, considering you're on a forum which supports success and its lifestyle. The fact that you have nothing better to do than sit around posting on a forum, bashing others, says a lot about the quality of your own lives. Yes, Robert's parents are well off. Did they buy him a Lambo or fund his success in any way? No. Being that you all seem to be incredibly skeptical, negative people, of course you're going to find any possible way to degrade Rob's success. Rich parents give you the perfect excuse to belittle his own journey, doesn't it? If you took a second to put what the video said in context, you'd realise that we said rich parents has nothing to do with where we both are today. Also, I agree with you on the Forex front. Yes, most people lose and know it's not easy. I never say it is. In fact, our website was created because we were sick of all the bullshit scams all over the place that claim you can make millions from a 3,000 investment, etc. We tell it how it is, which you would realise if you weren't simply trying to put us down in any way possible. Oh, she trades, it must be a scam. Nice mindset, guys. We created the book to put a stop to all these ridiculous claims, and also because we've managed to inspire a lot of people out there. Are you saying that if you were in the position to change people's lives you wouldn't, simply because people might think you're too young or haven't achieved enough yet? In my opinion, age means absolutely nothing. Most 80-year-olds haven't accomplished half of what we have in 4 times the amount of time. But of course, the haters will put us down about our age. Sorry guys, next time we'll wait until we're 50 so it's more socially acceptable. All of these websites are now gone, so it seems that the creators of all of these websites, or if it was the same person, that one person seemed to want to wipe all of the evidence of this from the internet. But the Wayback Machine is a thing. In a tragic turn of events, Robert actually passed away from cancer at the age of 24.
While I did want to upload this to Rob's channel to kind of bring us all together again as a community, I don't feel right continuing to upload on his channel. It was something that he spent a lot of his life building and something that he was incredibly proud of. So if you feel inspired to continue to follow my journey, you can do so by following my personal channel, Amy Sangster TV. I'll leave a link at the end of the video if you would like to do that.
So after that, Amy carried on with Infinite Prosperity for a while, teaming up with a man called Lewis Mocker. But then Lewis left the business in the middle of last year.
Hey guys, what's going on? On the 23rd of May, I officially resigned as the director of Infinite Prosperity, and I transferred the entirety of my shares to my business partner, who at this time is the sole director of the company. In due course, I look forward to sharing with you a more detailed account of exactly how we got here. But for now, I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you. Secondly, I want to say thank you to each and every one of our amazing students. There's about 10,000 of you from 60 different countries. And seeing how you were able to take this content and use it to transform your own life has personally given me a level of meaning and purpose in my work that is absolutely priceless.
And after that, she seems to have decided that she doesn't want to be involved in the world of Forex anymore. For some reason, she doesn't want to do Forex trading on her own, even though she is an expert in her own right, because that's how she afforded the Audi R8 and the Lambo at 22, remember? Because she's a Forex expert. So anyway, now she's started up this new business called Unemployed, where she helps people quit their day jobs and work from home instead. So this is the company that's teaming up with Boss Babe today to promote her new YouTube course, the YouTube Growth Accelerator, or YGA. So basically, she's still riding the coattails of these viral videos from 8 years ago to this day, and now reckons she's qualified to sell courses via bossbabe.inc's Instagram profile on how to grow a YouTube channel, when she's actually got barely anywhere on her own channel and is hiding the sub count, which if you look on Social Blade, she's actually only got about 4,500 subscribers. And the time that she did do that thing that she's selling courses on how to do, it was off the back of somebody else's YouTube channel. And that was to sell get-rich-quick courses on Forex after convincing everyone she'd bought expensive supercars, when allegedly she did not. And she's also never proven she actually knows anything about Forex. And now she's charging $997, of course, for her YouTube Growth Accelerator course. Oh, but it's only for the next 48 hours, guys. Be quick! She reckons she's got a viral video formula that's worth $97, and that's included in this package. No one has a viral video formula for YouTube. It doesn't work like that. Do you think if she really had a formula that worked for making a viral video, she would have perhaps proved that it works in real life at least one more time since the one time that it happened for her in 2012? Whatever made her videos go viral on YouTube 8 years ago, even if she does know what that thing was, it will not be relevant to today's YouTube. The landscape and the algorithms are completely different. And there's so much more competition now than there ever was in 2012. It's quite clear to me that all this woman knows is how to put a link to a sales funnel in the description of a video that's already happened to have gone viral. Free business advice. Don't pay anyone $997 to tell you how to put a link in the description of a YouTube video. I'm not saying what Amy and Rachel is doing is a scam. I don't think it technically is, but they're charging $1,000 for information that's easily found online for free, in my opinion. I don't think either of them have proved that they're qualified to be teaching you how to go viral on YouTube in today's environment at the very least. And the sales funnel to get people to drop that $1,000 is manipulative and predatory and massively overpromises, in my opinion. And I know I'm going to get comments because she's another woman that I'm jealous of her because I'm criticizing her. It happens. So I'm going to tell you an example of a businesswoman that I do look up to and I do respect and I do take inspiration from her work ethic. And that's Grace Beverley. I've been following her for a while and she completed a degree at Oxford University while at the same time starting up 3 successful companies: a fitness app, a resistance band company and a sustainable gym wear brand. And I'm actually wearing a pair of leggings by Tala right now, and they're really comfortable and awesome and made out of plastic bottles from the ocean. So due to these really successful companies, Grace is really fucking loaded. And if you search for her name on Google plus Forbes, she actually comes up on their website on their 30 under 30 list. And at the time that she was put on that list, she was only 22. So yes, I am jealous of her. No, I'm not jealous of anyone who has a track record of shady business practices. Thank you. When you pour it like this though and you have a straw, it actually doesn't matter how big the head is because you drink it through the straw. You're not drinking the head, you're drinking the beer underneath it. So it doesn't even matter anymore, guys. This is the future of how to pour beer. Vertically, put a straw in it. Bitches. Whether it's female or male centric though, all of these accounts have something in common. Some are male centric and are very sort of fast car and money driven and lion driven, and some are very female centric and very pastel and pink, and they just try to remind us that we do matter. You know, we are allowed to take up space as women in this world. We can do it. The female content is like,
babes, just stop doubting yourself, like you can do it.
And the male content is like,
bitch, you're already awesome. Now go be more awesome. Lioness.
So basically the formula for making bag in affiliate marketing on Instagram is to set up multiple accounts posting motivational content, perhaps buy some followers initially to make it look more legit, post feel good, worthless shite, sprinkle it with words like mindset, mentor, invest in yourself. Make posts that tell people to follow other accounts constantly to boost up your newer accounts. Spam keywords and hashtags and take it to the top of the explore page. And on each account you make, just use the same quotes recycled, but use different images of celebrities and or a new font to make it look like entirely new content. It takes about 5 minutes in Photoshop for each post, and then you can just recycle it after a few weeks. No one will remember. Use a scheduling app to schedule the posts on all the different accounts and then just let it do the work on its own. In the bios of these accounts, then link to different affiliate marketing products and change the link every week or so. And they'll all be expensive courses on telling people how to do the exact same thing that you did, or a course on self-development or house flipping. Use ClickFunnels to make the sales pitch as long, aggressive, and manipulative as possible, using multiple calls to action throughout, and make sure you've got their email address and phone number before dropping the price tag. But don't drop the price tag until the end of a 90-minute webinar, which you pretend is live and exclusive to get people to sign up there and then. That way you can spam them with emails and calls afterwards if they're initially put off by the price. Once you've got them to drop the initial amount for the course, use that course to then upsell them to further courses that they'll feel obliged to sign up to because of a sunk cost fallacy. The actual courses will be, of course, full of very basic information that you can find online for free. Keep them thinking that they'll get more value though if they just pay for the next course up. String them along until they're out of money. There you go. If you really want to make money on Instagram doing this, then don't buy some idiot's course. I just told you exactly how to do it. But don't do it, because it's bullshit. Come back here now. Don't do it. For God's sake. If you really want to learn how to do something, in my opinion, you don't need a mentor. Just copy what other people are doing that are doing the thing you want to do, but with your own marketable USP. I know that's easy to say, but if you need to know how to do anything in particular, then leave me. It's on the internet for free already. I learned how to make videos in Adobe Premiere, and I learned how to make thumbnails in Photoshop and how to get the right camera and the right lens and everything by Googling things. It's all there.
It's all there.
And like you might say, oh yeah, but I'm a beginner. I don't even know where to start. Type in beginner. How to do this for a beginner. It's all there. It's all there. Don't fucking pay anyone. Stop giving these people money. But then there's this other weirder sort of section of online motivational content, and that's Joker quotes on both Instagram and YouTube. There doesn't seem to be any kind of like shady scam going on behind these ones. I think because they're actually being run by 14-year-old boys, but the shit was too good to not include. So I think it will provide some comedic relief.
Don't like my attitude? Report me at gofuckyourself.com. Are you free tomorrow? No. I'm expensive tomorrow. Darling, show me a true love in real life, not through your WhatsApp status. Love your family. Love your goals. Rest are assholes. Don't be so sweet. They will use you in food and eat. They tried to bury me, but they didn't realize that I was a seed.
Wait, I've got one.
They tried to shoot me, but they didn't realize that I was a model. Everybody wants to be beast until it's time to do what beast do. 80% of boys have girlfriends. The rest 20% are having a brain.
But sometimes it worryingly gets into sort of red pill incel territory.
Rich guys are never friend zoned or rejected. After having sex, the S becomes silent. X.
So anyway, as I was researching this video, I was actually reminded of the woman from the You video, Plantifulsoul, or Claire Michelle.
It's recording.
Perfect. Can this be monetized?
She's like a bohemian Rachel Hollis. Here she is making her own version of the green smoothie for breakfast because fuck omelets. She does advocate for veganism sometimes in various ways, and let me tell you, I've been vegan for years and I still don't have washboard abs or perfect skin, and I've not grown a mermaid tail or opened any third eyes yet, so don't let this bitch fool you. So when I originally saw this You video, I just thought it was some sort of college art project that went viral, and I didn't really think much more of it. But why is it, no matter what internet rabbit hole that you fall down, there's always a fucking MLM hiding in there at the end. You wade through the dark woods of self-development content, and hiding in the shrubs, there's a fucking pyramid scheme right there, hiding in the epicenter. So it turns out that her boyfriend in the You video, Ricky Bodner, is actually the founder of the Breakaway movement, which calls itself a training platform and reels in young spiritual Gen Zs with the promise of financial freedom and changing their mindsets. But all in all, what it comes down to is you are shilling $5,000 Brita filters and then trying to recruit more people under you to try and get commission from their water filter sales as well. But they're not an MLM.
No.
And Claire Michelle actually ended up leading some of the meditation sessions for this cult, because it is a cult. It's already been covered in depth by Cruel World, Happy Mind, and also Anna's analysis, so I'm not going to explain it any further myself, but yeah, it's insane. So she's since broken up with Fair Enough.
Fair enough.
And what Claire Michelle seems to do now is just upload a video once every few months just about a new app or course that she's made. And she seems to have started up a very own cult called Coexist, which costs $22 a month to join.
But I just feel like for that price, it's not really worth it. I heard that she's trying to come out with that app as well pretty soon, but I don't know when that's going to be. And I just feel like there's like 300 people, a little over 300 people, part of that community on that Facebook page. So I just feel like where's that money going to? And I know a lot of it's going to her just, doing her thing. I continue to get like the notifications from Facebook, because Coexist is basically like a Facebook group. Things about, all you need to do to like help with acne or like do for your face is just like wash it with water, and just that's all you do. The comment that I put was just saying like, oh, you should probably be showing people what you're doing with their money, or like how you're supposed to be putting an app together, putting a book together, but instead you're releasing a video, like a week in my life video about like you and Ricky hanging out and like not really doing anything. Or you literally just took a week trip to the Dominican Republic to like volunteer with children. And problems with how she worded things, and she changed it, and she deleted my comment and blocked me, and deleted and blocked a lot of people. But I just don't think she's handling this well.
And then she seems to forget about what she's promised to people who have joined her Coexist cult. But she just lets them keep paying her monthly so she can sort of hop, skip and jump around the world, saving the earth and the environment whilst getting in jets all the time. Can you imagine if this Breakaway movement actually sort of took off though, and the exponential growth of the pyramid scheme actually caused it to take over the world? Ricky would be the new Jesus by now. Our Ricky, who art in Bali, hallowed be thy name. Thy smoothie ball come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in blue ass water. Give us this day our daily rosé, and forgive us our bad sales days, as we forgive those in our downline who also have bad sales days. Maybe. And lead us not into lakes that are not blue as fuck, and deliver us from unfiltered water. For thine is the Whole Foods, the Instagram followers, and the clout, forever and ever. Fair enough. To be honest though, her music's actually alright. She teams up with some good producers. Claire, just stick to that. Stick to the Instagram modeling, because you're clearly good at that. Stop it with all the cult shit and trying to gather an army of angels to turn the wounds of the world into wildflowers, because that shit never ends well. Get some sponsored posts on your Instapics and just use that money to invest into making music, because that's what you're good at. And I clearly should have been a career advisor. She shares some words from one of her producers on her website, and this is one of the best paragraphs that I've ever read. Claire's voice rests on the note G during the meditation until it ascends to the note A flat for the closing prayer. Both tones are ancient solfeggio frequencies at 396 Hz and 417 Hz that balance the root and sacral chakras at the base of the spine. They lay the foundation for expansion and creative expression in our lives. 396 Hz has been used for centuries in meditation for releasing guilt and fear by facilitating an awakening to truth and clarity of purpose. 417 Hz, which vibrates beneath the closing prayer, facilitates change and transformation by clearing limiting beliefs and destructive influences from the past. I wove these pure ancient solfeggio frequencies into the meditation, as well as the theta binaural beat frequencies that ease the mind into a meditative state to create an enveloping and deeply restorative sonic world around Claire's prayers and intentions. But all of this content is kind of like the rap music of influences, isn't it? All hip-hop's like, started from the bottom, now I'm here, just had to work really hard and now I'm all icy. So I thought, you know what, there's no hip-hop out there that I know of anyway that's sort of just talking about living an average life and just achieving some average goals like paying your mortgage deposit and saving up money from your 9 to 5, because that's okay too. That's awesome, in fact. So I've got a track for you guys today for the average woman and man out there achieving their average goals. But just before we get going, I just wanted to mention that my bars rest on the note H flat. I call it Mooncat's note. It's a whole extra note that I added onto the end of the traditional scale, but it's a note that can't actually be heard by people who are still living in 3D. You need to transcend your consciousness to the 5D dimension to be able to experience the H flat Mooncat note. Its tones are of a certain ancient SoFlo frequency that balance the chakras at the base of your taint. Your taint is the foundation for all of the creative expression in your life. It releases guilt and fear as it vibrates at 420 Hz, clearing your limiting beliefs and bringing you to a spiritual climax. To create H-flat, I recorded one of my cat's meows and ran it through a signal chain of 61 different effect plugins in Ableton, then played the resulting noise through some AirPods, put them in an upcycled Heinz beans can and rattled them around until the battery ran out, then recorded that sound back into Ableton, and then just added a touch of reverb. The resulting sound just eases the mind into a sort of meditation in which a trance-like state occurs, causing the listener's fingers to reach for that throbbing red subscribe button just below the video.
Saved up for a deposit on a summited tag. Got a sizable garden that's great for my cat. Ample storage space in the shed. Enough room in the chamber for a king-size bed. Went to uni to 1 degree. And you know what, bitch, I'm happy and I'm free. I pour my beer vertically. And I never blown bag on a pyramid scheme. In my own way, I'm going hardcore. And I don't need no fucking mentor. I ain't giving you my $100. You can kiss my ass in 3 easy installments. You ain't changing lives, you just a college dropout. The only thing you're good at is Instagram clout. I gotta be honest, you do be looking kinda ass though. Selling a Costco, mindset, cash flow.
It's a type S. Sometimes I break the speed limit. I work a full-time job, and I'm making 5 digits. And yeah, I work out, but I still eat biscuits.
You gotta rise and grind, motherfucker. I don't need to lie about my hustle to get by. Shooting down life goes like goddamn Rambo. Never told no one about a goddamn Lambo. You must be tripping, acting like I'm worthless. All you do is drop ship tap using WordPress. You think you're a lion, a business genius. Selling financial freedom, prosperity secrets. You be looking kinda ass though. You be looking kinda ass though. You do be looking kinda ass Baker, Barrow Irani, Lauren King, Papa Frankova, Sophie Kempson, Ewan's Chat, Darcy McCuskey, Caitlin Bernie, Shannon Mooney, Obi, Christy Sarami, Yvonne Cox, Whittier Dini, Christine Guzman, Linnea Roddenborn, Mexley, Stell Fox, Claire Kelly, Jordan Prince, Abby, Ian Prince, Sonia S, Andrea S, Edcat, Maria Selapak, Jill Comber, Annie McGrath, Hayden, Rob, Kayla Taylor, Adam Elder, Hannah Farrell, Laura Ginty, Kelly Green, Ryan Blacklock, Emma Clark, Louisa Atkins, Patricia Mann, B.S., Kristen Burrington, Chard Stewart, Nicole, Brandon Ingram, TCB, Teresa Schultz, Rachel Chisholm, Bailey Ruthie, Nathan Era, Samuel Headley, Teresa Memarian, Lou, Morala, BC, Hannah, Eli, Natalie, Kim Cardaddy, Kamsh, Eluna Rose, Kelly Walker, Samir of the New Westminster, Hannah Reese, Gretchen Curtis Wheeler, Emily Funk, Samantha Quinones, Catherine Clay, Nick Gray, Jessie of Earth, Michelle Collins, Grave Lingen, Stefan Halicki, Alex, Alice B, Victoria, Jessica Hadden, Hank Hu, Ingirida 96, Corey Dyke, Alice, Nancy Coito, Sean Mahoney, Dia Armstrong, Emily Reisman German, Lauren Castle, Alex Victoria, Amy Jade, Castro Volps, Ashley Bird. Thank you very much, guys. Subscribe to the Patreon. I'm going to put up a little podcast video soon, just for a little catch up with you guys. I'm going to talk about the legal threat I've had from Samuel Leeds Limited, and yeah, just have a little chat with you. Thank you.